Google's been in a fierce race with other tech giants in beefing up its AI game. A notable move was the launch of Bard, a cool chatbot that showed off Google's AI prowess. However, the Google Assistant was left in the shadows. Until now. Recently, at a hardware event in New York, Google shared an exciting update for the Assistant, blending it with Bard to crank up its capabilities. But before we delve further, remember to watch the entire video, as in its second half we'll explore another thrilling AI breakthrough from Google called DynIBaR. Also, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on my channel to keep up with all the major AI news and updates. Alright, now when you think of Google Assistant, you'd probably picture a handy tool that responds to your voice commands. But with Bard in the mix, it's stepping up to a whole new level. The upgrade was unveiled by Sissy Xiao, who's a big shot at Google, specifically the VP and GM for Google Assistant. She introduced a fresh version that's like a blend of the classic Assistant and Bard, taking it beyond just voice responses. One exciting thing about this new mashup is its multimodal nature. So besides listening to your questions, it can now understand images too. It's like having a buddy who helps with big stuff like planning trips, and little stuff like whipping up quirky captions for your Instagram photos. Although it's early days for this upgrade, the potential is thrilling. The Bard-Infused Assistant can process not just text and voice, but image queries too. And it'll respond back in text or voice based on what makes sense. Initially, it's going to be a mobile-only feature and not on smart speakers yet. It's kinda a VIP thing for now, limited to approved users. On Android, it could pop up as a full-screen app or an overlay, much like the current Assistant. If you're Team iPhone, it'll likely nest within one of Google's apps. Google is not alone in this. Amazon's Alexa has become more chatty, and OpenAI's ChatGPT is also exploring multimodal features. Yet Google's blend seems to have an edge. It can have a chat about the web page you're on, which could be a neat feature when you're browsing on your phone. The cool part is how Bard helps the Assistant make sense of images. Picture this. You snap a photo of a snazzy pair of sneakers or a classic painting and feed it to the Assistant. Unlike before, where Google Lens would just identify the item or try to sell it to you, the new Assistant will understand the context of the images. It could come in handy in various scenarios like shopping or learning more about something you come across on social media. For instance, you stumble upon a pic of a dreamy hotel on Instagram. With a simple tap, you could ask the Assistant to fetch more info about the hotel. Check if it's available on your birthday weekend. Just like that, it's done. Similarly, if you see a product you like, snap a picture. Ask the Assistant to find it online for you. While it sounds like a shopper's dream, Google hasn't tied up with commercial listings yet. But if users dig this feature, integrating shopping into Bard's capabilities isn't off the table. It's not just about making a quick buck. It's about evolving the Assistant to cater to what users really want. Now, diving into the techie bit, the magic behind this leap is the blossoming of large language models. They've revolutionized AI's understanding of text and speech, making interactions with voice assistants more natural and intuitive. However, experts caution that while this tech leap is awesome, it's not without challenges. One big concern is ensuring the AI doesn't carry harmful biases, which can slip in subtly, especially with voice assistants. Also, this upgrade nudges the door open for more personalized interactions by tapping into your emails or documents to provide tailored responses. Though exciting, this brings up concerns about data privacy and security. It's a delicate balance between offering a super smart assistant and ensuring user data stays safe. In the grand scheme, this upgrade is a teaser of the exciting AI-driven transformations on the horizon. As this tech matures, who knows? It might just change how we interact with the digital realm, making our lives easier and maybe just a bit more fun. Now, let's shift our attention to another breakthrough from Google, and let me start with a question. Ever wished your smartphone could pull off Hollywood-style video effects? Well, Google's new tech, DynIBaR, is here to grant that wish. This ingenious tool lets you freeze time, swish the camera around, or slow down action, all from a single video shot on your phone. It stands for Neural Dynamic Image-Based Rendering, a groundbreaking method illustrated in a paper honored at CVPR 2023 that unlocks photorealistic free viewpoint renderings from a mere single video of a complex dynamic scene. DynIBaR opens up a new world of video effects, bringing the magic of bullet time effects, where time almost stands still as the camera circles around a scene, video stabilization, depth of field tweaks, and slow motion effects, all from just a single video shot on your phone. This tech significantly advances video rendering for complex moving scenes, paving the way for exciting video editing applications. And the excitement doesn't end there. The code for DynIBaR has been shared with the public, welcoming everyone to explore what it has to offer. At the heart of this innovation is a challenge most videographers grapple with: the 4D scene reconstruction problem when capturing moving objects like people, pets, or cars. Traditional view synthesis methods tend to output blurry, inaccurate renderings when applied to dynamic scenes. This is where DynIBaR sweeps in with a fresh rendering paradigm. Unlike preceding dynamic NERF methods that cram the entire scene's appearance and geometry into a multi-layer perceptron (MLP) neural network, DynIBaR only stores motion, a more smooth and sparse signal, utilizing the input video frames to determine everything else required to render new views. The cleverness of DynIBaR comes from its shift away from the need to stash all scene details in a massive MLP. It chooses to directly harness pixel data from nearby input video frames to render new views, building on an image-based rendering (IBR) method known as IBRNet, designed for static scenes. IBR methods, including IBRNet, operate on a principle that a new target view of a scene should closely resemble nearby source images. This resemblance allows the synthesis of the target by dynamically selecting and warping pixels from nearby source frames, rather than pre-reconstructing the entire scene. To extend IBR to dynamic scenes, DynIBaR incorporates scene motion during rendering. It tackles the motion of every 3D point in a scene, representing this motion using a motion trajectory field encoded by an MLP. This method of rendering, however, is not devoid of challenges, as reconstructing and deriving new views for a complex moving scene is a highly ill-posed problem, with numerous solutions explaining the input video. Furthermore, DynIBaR introduces cross-time rendering to obtain high-quality results. This technique utilizes the state of a 4D representation at one time instant to render images from a different time instant, ensuring coherence over time. To refine rendering fidelity, the scene is automatically factorized into static and dynamic components, modeled by time-invariant and time-varying scene representations, respectively. With DynIBaR, Google narrows the gap between professional videography and everyday smartphone users, making cinematic creativity accessible to everyone. It showcases the strides AI and machine learning have made, hinting at a future where your smartphone effortlessly turns ordinary moments into cinematic treasures. Alright, now if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and click the bell icon to stay updated on all my future uploads. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.